Bitcoin's price action has finally found a nice little range that we've been in for the last month or two. So we're going to look at the local ranges and the trends that it's forming and do a little bit of technical analysis to see where we could end up. Now that the ETFs have dropped, we got price action that we could track, and there's a new analytics tool that I'm going to show you guys. And we're going to go through the data that I'm liking really, really nice right now. Then we got the news. We're going to wrap it up on that. They got credit cards with new perks, and you got to watch out because cryptocurrency is being stolen all over the country. What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Where the Money At, and we on episode 56. You know we're keeping it rocking and rolling, and if you like the information we drop, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Let's get right into it, and let me share my screen. So let me refresh CoinGecko. We got Bitcoin sitting at $43,100. We have Ethereum sitting at $2,300. BNB sitting right at $300, and Solana sitting right at $100. So we haven't had a lot of crazy price action this week. Things have been pretty steady. So let's look at it from the long-term perspective. So we have this long downtrend, and to be honest with you, you could put it at 3 or 4 different points, but I just put it here because it looks kind of like the definite point in which we broke out of this long-term trend. But we have this long-term uptrend that we've been in ever since the end of when we came down from the ultimate high of $70,000, ever since pretty much November. So let's look at the local range and zoom in a little bit. Now, people are talking about Bitcoin has broken out and it's been crashing. It hasn't really been doing anything. It's been staying in this range in between 44.6 and 40,000. You know what I'm saying? It goes to the top of the range, it comes back down, goes up and goes down. So if you're a trader, maybe that's when you want to live for a little bit, but I'm not a trader. I'm more of a long-term investor. So the day-to-day price action doesn't really mean too much for my personal strategy. But let's see where we are. So we're kind of right in the middle. Let's look at some momentum indicators. Let's look at the MACD and the RSI. And let's look at them on the monthly. I think the monthly gives a better picture. Well, let's start off with the weekly. Okay, so as far as the MACD for price action, it looks like we're kind of in the overbought range, and it's saying that we have a little bit more price action or time to go down, and it's right on point with the RSI. Both of them are saying we're kind of overbought, so we could be headed towards the bottom of this range, back towards 40,000. So I say we'll end up around 41,000. Likely guess. None of this is financial advice, but just for fun. Let's look at it on the monthly. Zoom in a little bit. So the monthly on the RSI and the MACD are saying that we have more room to go up. So you don't want to take any of these indicators as just solid. This is what it is. This is what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? You want to take these with a grain of salt because they're just algorithms to make a prediction on where the price could go. But as we look at the MACD and the RSI, they're saying we're right in the middle, but it looks like we have a little bit more momentum to go up. But let's look at it from like a historical standpoint. So the last time we were here on the monthly, looks like it's about to turn to the white. Last time we were here on the monthly, as far as the MACD, we came down a little bit and we actually rose again to reach that double top and that maximum of $70,000. So take that how you will. We could be primed to move up a little bit higher. But that's it for the TA. So let's get into this new analytic website that I found. I don't know how old it is, but I wish I could give credit to who I found it from. But it's called Coinglass.com. And the first thing that you see is it has, the regular cryptocurrencies like you see on CoinGecko. But then it gets into a little bit more. We have the gainers and losers. It has a nice heat map for us. But the main point that I want us to look at is the Bitcoin ETF. So now that we can track these, let's go to show all. So we can track we can sort it by price change, volume, turnover rate. I'm really waiting till they add the market cap value and the asset under management value, but we have the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, Fidelity, all the ones that have just dropped, and now we get to do price action and chart these and keep up with analysis. So I think this will be one of the main tools that I'll keep up along with CoinGecko and TradingView. But it's not just the ETF. Like, they have the overviews, they have the asset inflows and outflows, which is a great tool, and they have the Bitcoin ETF versus the top ETFs. And the top ETFs right now is the SPY, the QQQ, the IWM. And keep in mind, ETFs are only roughly 30 years old. They didn't really get popularized to the 90s. And it's an amazing growing asset class. So maybe we should pay attention to ETFs in general, also along with the subcategory now of cryptocurrency ETFs. But this website has exchange data, Binance, OKX, DYDX. A big one is open interest, and the CME, tracking CME's open interest can tell you a lot about what's going on in any sector, but especially this one right here. But let's see, we got options, funding rates, liquidations, long, shorts, and of course, we already went through the ETFs. And I think this is a great tool that we should be including in our toolbox. That's all we can do is just gather as much information as I can, expand our toolboxes so we can try to make the best predictions on how to make the best moves in this asset class. So let's get into the news. We have AOL.com with a article about cryptocurrency credit cards. Are cryptocurrency reward credit cards a good idea? So, cryptocurrency reward cards offer a newer addition to the reward currencies that include points, miles, cashback, rewards that automatically convert to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll drop a link below, but that's kind of the main point. So I would ask you guys, would you switch from your bank's credit card to a cryptocurrency credit card? And let's go through a couple of them. They got Nerd Wallet. Oh, no. They got Crypto.com, MasterCard, Gemini, Coinbase. So think about it. Think about this situation. When you swipe your card, your credit card, and you pay it off, you get cash back. So over a month or two, you get $100 cash back. Would you put yourself in a situation in which you got a cryptocurrency credit card and you started to get Bitcoin back and Ethereum instead of the cash back? Would that be a good trade-off? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I think it would be interesting. I would be interested in doing it. Some people wouldn't be, on the fact that crypto isn't currency yet. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that argument. So good arguments for and against it. But I think it's an interesting thing to think about, and more financial products are going to be created based off of cryptocurrency. And I think that's a good thing for the asset class as a whole. So let's get into the second part of the news. Now, our favorite thing to talk about on here is scams and cryptocurrency thefts and things of that nature. Both of these stories I have are from Oregon. So if you're in Oregon and you got cryptocurrency, watch out, because they jacking for beats out there. They jacking for crypto out there in Oregon. So Oregon man charged with $330,000 worth of cryptocurrency theft from Polk County. So special agents in the Cyber Crime and Digital Investigation Unit of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation look into a theft of cryptocurrency that resulted in the arrest of Patrick Samuel Hakim. Now, they didn't really tell what he did, but they just said he stole $330,000 worth, which is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have gotten into more detail about it, but that's all they say. He's 38 and he's been put into custody. So be very careful about who you talk to cryptocurrency about, who you share information with. Don't leave your laptops open, because cryptocurrency, some people believe it's a scam, some people don't, but there's money in it. Like, it's real money. When you put $20 into it, that's real money. And when you sell it for fiat currency, that's still real money. So as long as there's money to be made, there will be criminals trying to steal that money. So I want you to be very careful with your private keys, who you talk to about this, and who you share information with. So let's keep that in mind. In another story from Oregon, theft of more than $3 million worth of cryptocurrency lands 22-year-old Portland man in prison. Now, they said what this guy did. He did a SIM swap. SIM swap is when a thief causes a phone carrier to switch a person's legitimate phone number over to a SIM that's in their possession. So I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with SIM swaps and you understand what they are. So be very careful with how you use your cell phone, what networks you use it on, and things of that nature. Try not to trade at an airport or something like that, or buy cryptocurrency on just any old public Wi-Fi. Let's be careful of that. So I mean, the kid was 22. This is a 22-year-old that stole $3 million worth of cryptocurrency. So understand that these thieves, these hijackers, are very technically advanced, and don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? So please think about security. I think we'll do another video on how to secure yourself from all these things of that nature, and we'll pay attention to that. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick video. You know what I'm saying? We back. things been going on, but we back at it. So if you like the information that we dropping, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later.